Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is your brother ISRAELITES from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. And before we start, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Barakatham, Rakakitash, that Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or Gad, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all, the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahushai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, ignorantly speaking. And we give double honor to elders in GMS. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth and the correct doctrine day and night. Shalom to you and your households. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, Labakar and the Hebrew, the house of David that is being built, the third temple. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. The date today is May 15th of 2025, our hopeful year of salvation and the destruction of the nation of Edom. Okay? And we're going to be speaking about the Messiah himself. Okay? Because a lot of people will show you, we grew up with this image. Okay? I grew up with this image, and I'm almost going to be 50. Okay? And this is the image that was given to me as a child, and you accept it. This is the only truth you know. But when I found the truth when I was a young man or an adult person, I realized that the lies that were given to me, okay, that the Lord himself was a man of color, which in this society is a problem, because people that look like this man are considered guilty of everything. Okay? So this society has a problem with these people. And it just turns out that the Lord looks just like them, because remember, he is the God of Israel and none else. And that's the problem that's happened, that these people, our enemies, have taken our book and made a religion out of it. Well, turns out it's not going to be turning out so great for them. But it's going to be hilarious in the kingdom of heaven, right? It's hilarious for us now, because we hold all the keys to the knowledge of the scriptures. These people are just tourists. They stole our book, created a false image, created a false doctrine, and now we're calling on them. And they're afraid. They're very afraid, because their doctrine has more holes than Swiss cheese. This image is falling as we speak, and the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going around the world. Okay? So let's prove this. Let's prove first and foremost that the Lord does not change. So let's get that direct. So let's go to Hebrews 13 and 8. Okay, Yahushua Mashiach, the same yesterday, 2,000 years ago, and today, present time, 2025, and forever. 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 Okay? Let's get the description of the Messiah himself. Okay, let's get out of Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Yahushua Mashiach, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. Watch, because events are about to happen here shortly. They're been unfolding as we speak. And he sent and sanctified it by his angel unto his servant John. Because remember, John walked with the Lord. And he saw him, he was there when the time of the crucifixion. But now, remember, all the disciples were killed except for John. John was given a sentence of working the salt mines in the island of Patmos. So John at this time is in his 90s, and it's been 25 to 30 to 33 years, depending, that he hasn't seen the Messiah. So the Messiah appears to him in this island, and he's given him these visions of things to come. Okay, so this is one of the first revelations that he gets. So we're going to start in verse 13. This is Revelation 1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, which is the menorah, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to his foot. The girt about his pap, so it's talking about like a girdle, the ancient kind of, you ever see the WWE belts or the championship belts of boxing? They're formatted after the ancient belts of war that were there to protect your midsection, which was protecting your intestines from being hit with a sword. Okay, so again, this is what he's wearing. He's wearing a long garment to the foot, and he's wearing this golden girdle, if you would have this, of gold, with a golden girdle. Okay, verse 14. His head and his hairs, so he's talking about the hair in his head and his beard, which were white like wool. Okay, so we could already determine who has white and who has woolly hair. So that's a strike one right there. Okay, if you like baseball, that's plain. That's plain. No, it doesn't take you a scholar to know that this is not white and woolly, but this is white and woolly. Okay, this is a better depiction. Okay, so we could say that. His head and his hairs were white like wool. Okay, white. His head and his hairs were white. So it gives you the color, and now it gives you the texture. And then look, as white as snow. Because what? Not all wool is white. There's black wool. There's brown wool. Right? But they're emphasizing again, right? They gave the color. They gave the texture. And they're emphasizing again, white as snow. The color. That this is white. Not gray or off-white. This is white as snow. And because what? That represents wisdom, okay, in the scriptures, to have gray hairs, okay? And his eyes were as a flame of fire, right? Because the white of his eyes have what? Have that tintish red, because in Genesis 49 and 12, it says that he will be a wine bibber, right? And his feet, right? Because why is he looking down at his feet? Because John is kneeled down adoring Yahweh Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Okay, he's looking down at his feet onto fine brass. Okay, and the fine brass would be a brown color. Okay, as if they burned in a furnace. So if you were to burn the brass, that gives it a dark hue color. And his voice as the sound of many waters. And he was a loud man, right? What do they always tell so-called black people? Keep your voice down. Use your indoor voice, because black folks got that loud, deep voice. You know what I mean? You know, they got deep voice. Okay, so let's look at the image. Let's go return to this image and see who's got those red eyes. And usually they always put this individual with blue or green eyes, right? They usually have a dirty blonde hair or something like that. But then you look at his skin too. Because that's strike one, strike two, and strike three, because then he tells you he has his feet were like bronze burned onto the furnace. Who looks like he's burnt? Okay, if this guy would be burnt, let's say, he would be red. We've all seen everybody at the beach, and these people are the only people that get red. I go to the beach, I get brown. I get brown. I get that nice brown, and I can even get dark brown. When I spend a lot of time on the beach, if I've been on vacation, I get a dark brown. I even peel, but I get that nice brown color. This individual is going to turn red. Red. Okay? Like Hellboy. And if you see here, this individual has that tone, that hue, that melanin. Okay? So, there's the lie and there's the truth. And some people might say, what does that matter? What does that matter? Right? But does the truth matter? Is the truth going to set you free? Absolutely. Okay? Because they'll say, they'll read Revelation and they'll tell you, oh, that's his new body. Like saying, wait a minute, he was a white guy when he was walking around, and then his celestial body is going to be a black guy. Is that what they're saying? That's what they're trying to say. Oh, he's going to be different. Now, I agree he's going to be different, but according to the word, Hebrews 13:8, Yahweh Mashiach the same yesterday, today, and forever. So he's not going to look different. That's the prophecy. That's the word given. So how is it that these Christians say, well, he's going to be different. He's going to look different. His glorified body. You mean he would look like this and then he's going to look like this? You got to clarify. I always ask them. Is when he walked the earth, is he going to be like this and then be a Chinese guy? And they're just, they're devils. They're just devils. And they don't want you to know the truth. They've been hiding the truth for all this time, and now they're hurt. They're hurt that the truth is going out, and guess what happened? That their father stole this book, and they created a religion on our book with our God, because he's the God of Israel and none else. Okay? So what's happening is they're being exposed. There's lies. Okay? Their churches, their doctrines are full of holes like Swiss cheese. Okay? So people are finding out the truth, and now they're getting hurt. Because this is our book. We have a covenant with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They don't. They're going to reap what they sowed. Remember, we are the children of God. Okay? Yashar Allah. And they put hands on us. And the Lord is going to come with a great fury. Okay? To clean this mess up. To put us on top of all these nations for once and for all. So that's it, brothers and sisters. I hope you understand that why we were bringing this out. Why is it important? Okay? Why is it important? For truth's sake. And for his children to understand the scriptures first and foremost. So that's it, brothers and sisters. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Barakatham, Rakakidash, and he that have ears, let him hear. Shalom.